Hi, welcome back to BRMC's Healthy Connections with our guest today, Regina Ellis from the Peitz Cancer Support House. Miss Regina, what's going on over at Peitz?
Oh, we have so many things going on. And in fact, June is going to be an extremely busy month for us. So I want to, come on and let everybody know what's happening they can make plans on their calendar.
All right, get out your calendars,
Yes,
get
and
out your pens, start saving those dates.
I hope that you have one of the Pause for the Cause calendars, because that's the first thing that we're going to be talking about. It is time once again to enter your pet. And this is
always so much fun to do.
This is the 2012 calendar. And of course, we use every picture that is submitted to us through our photo contest. And my goal is to have so many that we have to put these pictures everywhere. So we hope that people will come out. It has grown every year, and we really want to do that. But we do a photo contest, and then we take pictures of the top 12. Yeah. The contest will determine the top 48, and they'll actually have smaller pictures with their pets' names when they get to that part. And then from there, we'll judge for the top 12. So it's always a fun
it's just such fun. You've had some of the most unusual animals. People typically think dogs, then cats.
Sure.
But you've had what, a deer one year, a baby fawn?
We had somebody bring in a picture of a fawn, and it was just precious. I think this past year, some of my years run together.
This is what, the fourth year?
This will be our fourth calendar. Year. Yeah. We've had an iguana. And in fact, the picture that they brought in of the iguana actually had a cricket sitting on its nose. So that was so much fun.
They're so soft and cuddly. Everybody wants one.
It is. We've had birds and rabbits, and I've got a volunteer that I've tried for the last 2 years to talk into bringing me pictures of her goats.
Oh, how cute would that be?
Yeah, she's got some little baby dwarf Nigerian goats. So we hope to get those in this year too.
It's non-discriminating pet calendar.
It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
And we've had people, even bring in, pictures of animals that live far away, like their children's pets and things like that, just to enter them because they like that.
Walk us through
recognition
the whole,
and
sure,
right, and being able to have that and keep it. Yes. The keepsake.
This is a perfect holiday gift.
It is
absolutely perfect.
It is
for 2013 calendars.
Right, and then for those that are more serious, one, it's a fundraising event for us, so they can collect votes for their animal and try to get that.
And all this money goes right back into the Peitz Cancer Support House.
100% of it is right here local.
Can you think of some things you've done with the funds that have been raised in the past?
Well, we've provided wigs to people. We provide cancer information, just hosting the support groups. Providing a place for people to come and call their own.
Right.
It's just it's important. It's important for people to know that there's a place that they can go and talk to somebody that's been there.
Because there's nothing more valuable than the knowledge of someone else that has already experienced what you're just starting to go through.
Oh, definitely so. And we're so blessed to have that in this area. In fact, last week I received a phone call from Carrollton, Georgia. And they were interested. They had heard of the Peitz Cancer Support House.
Isn't that wonderful?
They did not have any kind of services like that in their area, and this was actually a physician that wanted to know how we did things and how we set things up, because they're looking at providing some type of support like we do.
Mountain Home is the flagship for so many things.
Places, yes.
But it ties in with what Peitz does. I was thinking immediately of our 3D tomosynthesis mammographies.
Absolutely.
First in Arkansas, first in Missouri. We've got now our new mobile mammography unit.
Yes.
We'll be out on the road shortly, and that is the only 3D equipment on a mobile unit in the world.
That's
absolutely.
Wonderful.
We kept checking on those facts to make sure we were being accurate. It's like, oh my goodness, Mountain Home, Arkansas, we're the very first in the world.
Very first one to put it in a mobile unit. Yeah. And that's the kind of people that we live around, our neighbors that want to make sure that we have that availability.
Just the best.
To do the best.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely a way that everybody can help out. And this goes down to $1. And you know, just about everybody has a dollar
A
that
dollar
they can
for
vote.
the votes.
Yeah,
You
that
bet.
they can vote. You know.
I know there were a few where there was one year that had this little Shih Tzu that ended up and.
Oh yes, yes. I wonder whose dog was
puppy
that?
could that
Whose
have been?
puppy?
Yeah.
but it's always lots of fun. And the calendar contest will kick off June 1st.
Okay.
We have entry forms at the Peitz house. Oops, I'm losing all my papers here. We have entry forms at the Peitz house. These
Those
will also
be in the paper?
They'll be in the paper.
Online?
Yes, and we want digital, you know, you can submit digital photos this year. You can mail them into the Peitz house email address, and we'll get that all taken care of as well. Another important part that I like to point out about our calendar is our in memory page. And you know, this is something I think that we get a little overshadowed with the puppies and pets and cats and iguanas.
Yeah.
But this is really, you know, something that I know that I listed several of my family members and people that I have lost, and also, you know, did in honor of for all of our survivors at the Peitz Cancer Support House.
That's
but
wonderful.
I know that we've all been touched by cancer in some way. We all have a relative, a friend, and probably multiple relatives and friends. And this is a way that you can, $5 a person, you can have their name listed either in honor of or in memory of, and then this is yours. You know, I mean, purchase the calendar, you can keep that forever. Pass that on to, you know, to somebody that, you know, maybe to their children or their grandchildren.
I know I'll be
and
doing
to see
that
them,
this year.
Yeah, you know, to see those names listed and the feelings that brings up, and to know that they're not forgotten.
Right.
And you know, for those that have passed away, and for those that are still fighting, because it's always going to be a fight once you're diagnosed. You know, to know that, give them a little pat on the back, and know that we're there celebrating with them, celebrating their survivorship.
I love it.
So keep that in mind too. And those acknowledgement forms are tied right into the entry form. So it's very easy to fill out, $5 each. You can stop by the Peitz house if you have any questions, and we'll help you get that taken care of.
Oh, wonderful. And I know that's open 9 to 4, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
All right.
We're located right across the street from the Klein Emergency Room Center there at the RMC. So wonderful.
Talk
things.
about the judging on that too. I know I mentioned my own dog, but it's not about how much money.
It is not
for the votes.
It is not, and we designed it that way. We wanted. Yes, we want it to be a fundraiser, and we want to pool, you know, our smaller resources or whatever, and definitely we want people to vote. We have selected 48 spots. So out of everybody that enters, the top 48 vote getters. Okay, so there, you do have to do a little bit of fundraising, but it may not have to be, you know, it's not thousands and thousands of dollars worth.
Although if anyone
if anybody wants to, absolutely. And we have, you know, last year we did have a $1,000 spot. You know, somebody that actually raised $1,000 for their pet. But we also had someone make the top 48 that only had, I think, $12.
Yeah, so it's money is not the issue as far as
it really isn't. And out of that 48, you know, it went all the way down, you know, to that last one, you know, was $12, got them in the top 48. And then once they're in the top 48, it's a level playing field. And the 48 pictures are posted on a board at the Peitz house. And I have an independent group of judges that I rotate and select each year that aren't involved in the contest. They have
no idea who the pets belong to.
Right, because there's no names or anything like that. They're just put up on a board, and they select their favorite 12. They rank them as their top 12s. And you know, we ask them to look at different breeds. You know, cats and dogs. We want a good mix. You know, pick their favorite cat, pick their favorite dog, pick their, you know, whichever gets into the top 48. We ask them to, you know, not select all bulldogs, or all Shih Tzus, or you know, whichever, or all poodles, but to look at distinctive animals and make it well-rounded. So it really kind of boils down to that at that point.
Right.
And so it's been very interesting to see, you know, how the judges, you know, interpret
and
that,
what they're looking
and
for.
what they look, what they look for, and then we bring the animals in, and we actually do the photograph that appears in the calendar.
All right, let's talk talk some more about that right after we take a short break.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back with you to learn more about the Pause for the Cause calendar that's coming up very, very soon.